Okay, I guess I'm just gonna have to deal with this. Um, hey everybody, AC here, and uh, this is just a little something. I'm just gonna be making a couple quick videos here about Hyrule Warriors: Age of Calamity. Um, Now the game comes out as I'm doing this. The game comes out in 2 days. The day after tomorrow. It comes out very soon. By the time this goes up on my channel, it'll be the day before the game releases. So I need to get these out now. But this is kind of late. I'm doing this a lot later than I was originally intending. So I'm just gonna kind of make this as quick as possible for all of you guys. Um, so several weeks ago, some of you may remember, I made several theory videos on Age of Calamity, where I attempted to predict as much as possible about the game. Everything from the characters, the outfits, the weapons, what the purpose of the what the purpose of the egg guardian was, and um, like what the first several levels of the game would be and what the last several levels of the game would be. And several of my videos have actually already started to be proven true, oddly enough. Most of the characters I predicted would be playable have been revealed to be playable, thankfully. Robbie and Pura have not been confirmed to be playable just yet. However, um, there is character artwork of them uh, for the game. And it's the same kind of artwork that you see for Link, Zelda, Impa, and the Champions. All characters that are playable. So all characters that are playable. And same thing with King Rome. He also gets that same kind of artwork treatment. And that's great. That's awesome. That tells me that these characters are most likely going to be playable. And there is also, I saw just the other day, I saw this, I saw that there was a leak, something in the game's code that shows you different icons that you can see throughout the game, throughout the map. There's several character icons that will appear throughout the map, and character icons on the map basically just means that, like, once you bring the materials that it's asking for, it will basically teach that specific character a new move. That character will learn a new move. It will extend their combo potential and everything. It's really cool. I really like the way they're handling it. And in that leak, we see several character icons for characters that have not been a game. But we see character icons for the Sheikah monk from the Champion's Vow that you end up having a boss fight against. We see we see a character icon for Hetsu and for Tebe, Yonobo, Raiju, and Sidon. All characters that I predicted would be playable in the game. Post story, they would become playable, and they would have kind of their own missions And I even guessed in that theory that there might be DLC. I guessed in my theories that there might be DLC, like a DLC story that takes place after the events of Breath of the Wild, and it basically shows Link and Zelda going to each of the four towns in order to pick new champions. Um, and so like that is definitely something that I think might happen. It might not be DLC. It might be part of the main game, and it'll be like an after story. It might be an after story. So kind of like how the Linkles story was an after story for the original Hyrule Warriors, or the Tetra story. That's a better example. The main story had already wrapped up by the time that Tetra's story started, and that was just a new story to add something to the end. Um, so I think that that's what's I think I personally think that that's what's going to happen. Um, but yeah, like I'm just super happy that I ended up guessing that right. That all those characters I predicted are confirmed. They are going to be in the game, and they will be playable. Again, Robbie, Puro, King Rome. We haven't seen them be playable. Nor same thing with the new champions. We haven't seen them actually be playable, but the fact that they are in the game's code and we have like character profile images for Rome, Robbie, and Pura. And we only like we've only gotten those kinds of images for like playable characters thus far. That tells me that like all of these characters are going to be playable in some capacity in the game, just as I predicted. Um, and same thing with like the monk from the Champions Vow that you fought again that you had the boss fight against. I can't remember his name. I need to look that up. I need to look that up and remember his name. It's driving me great after this video. Um, but I also predicted what the purpose of the egg was. In my theory, I predicted that the egg had the ability was connect. It was connected to the Sheikah slate, and that it was the thing that was making the towers rise up from the ground. I predicted that the egg was the one doing that, and the egg is the reason why everyone can use all of the runes on the Sheikah slate. The demo proves that correct. It straight up tells us that that is exactly what happened. That the egg caused a tower to appear, and that the egg is connected to the Sheikah slate and is allowing everyone to use the runes. So that's awesome. I'm very happy about that. I'm very pleased. Um, and yeah, so that was proven correct. Um, and the costumes, we as far as we've been able to see, Link is the only one who actually has costumes, as far as we can see. However, it's still possible that all the characters will have costumes, just not in the same variety that Link has. I could probably bet that Impa's other costumes would be like maybe she'll have a typical Sheikah a typical Sheikah ninja costume, and maybe a Yiga costume. Um, I can see those being costumes for her. I can see those being costumes for her. And then Zelda, we've seen her in a variety of different outfits. Um, so she could probably have a few costumes, and then the champions. Honestly, I think that the only costumes they could possibly have are their champion gear and their pre-champion gear, and that's it. It's just one alternate. It's just an alternate. It's just one alternate look. I can't see the champions having too many options, but I can see Zelda and Impa having a few. Nearly as many as Link, but I can see them having a few. Um, but aside from that, I was also kind of right on how the game would start. the The first level is that battle on Hyrule Field, like you see in the first trailer. That is the first level. That is the first. That is the first level of the game. That is like where you start off. So I was correct on that. Um, but I was a little off on when you would fight the Guardian. I previously theorized that you would fight it, that you would fight the Guardian at the end of the first level, but that was slightly off. It was at the end of the second level, and that is what gets like he ends up getting appointed to Zelda as a knight. He's one of the knights that gets appointed to guard Zelda at the end of the first level. And at the end of the second level, um, when he defeats a guardian, that's when the royal family basically recognizes him as being the Hylian champion. So so I was a little off on it, but I was still correct in that it happens like pretty much at the beginning of the game. That's like one of the first things is like defeating a guardian, so that you can become the highly so that Link becomes the Hylian champion. I was correct on that, and that was really cool. I've been having a blast with the demo. I I was not able to stop playing it for so long. I have played the demo for 20 hours. I have 20 hours saved on the demo, and it's a 2 hour demo. I'm excited for this game. Uh, but yeah, so it yeah, like I've been having a blast with it. I leveled Link, Impa, and Zelda all to level 20. I got at a really good weapon for each and every one of them. That had like incredible bonuses. Each one of them, the weapons that I gave each one had four incredible stat bonuses that are all super handy, super useful for my playstyle. And I filled up like their whole inventory. I filled up their entire inventory with like even more weapons, so that once the game comes out, Uh, I could immediately just start. My other cat's trying to get in. Hey, Bubbers, come on. All right. So anyway, um, so I ended up uh, doing all that. I ended up doing all that, and then I also wound up doing every side mission and challenge the game had to offer, and I went in it and grinded up like every material that you could. There's like uh, not 20. There's like 50 different materials that you can get in the game in total. In the demo, just in the demo, there's like a good 50 materials, and I ended up getting like a good 20 of every single one of them. I kept farming until I had like a good 20 of everything. Um, and I also farmed up for rupees, so I would have well over 30,000 rupees by the time the game comes out. So yeah, like I'm overly prepared for anything and everything right now in the demo, and like I'm tempted right now to just get my Switch out and out of its dock and just play more of the demo, just because that's just how excited I am for the game. It's so much. I'm really happy that several of the things that I predicted have already started to come true. Um, like I did not expect this many things that I predicted to be proven correctly, to be proven correct. I I was like completely expecting everything that I said to turn out to be wrong. Like I was absolutely expecting that. I was even correct in the fact that like after getting appointed, you head off to go recruit the champions in the next 4 levels. I was correct in that. I was correct. I was correct in that. Um, and I even guessed that like after that the I even guessed that after that level after you recruit them, you'd go get the Master Sword. That's already confirmed. So that's really cool. I'm really excited. I'm really excited. I'm real happy about that. So I can only hope that more of my theories turn out to be correct. But that being said, this is going to be the first of a few videos. I have a couple more that I need to make. Um, I have just a couple more that I need to make in order to prepare for the release of the game. Um, and I want to make sure to get these theories out before the game releases because last thing I want is to one of these theories pop up the day it releases, and then boom, it's already proven wrong. I want this to be out for like a good day before that happens. But yeah, and plus we just got our newest trailer earlier today. Hatch it before I start the next video. Um, but yeah, so with that in mind, that's gonna do it for this. That's gonna do it for this. It's just kind of a little just kind of a little update, just talking about like how exciting it is that some of the stuff I've predicted has come true. And next video, I'm gonna be giving a bit more of an. I'm gonna be updating some of my theories a little bit in the next video. And then after that, I got one more uh, Age of Calamity theory for you guys. After that, so with that in mind, I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, everybody.